Welcome to EduQuestions. Today I'm privileged to have one of the greatest radio personality, an artist, a musician, a guitarist, to name just but a few. This guy has gone through a lot in life, but one more important thing why I have him today is that I want him just to share his experience with the young people of this country, because life has changed. So keep it there as I welcome Mr. George Otieno, but known publicly as AJO MBUTA. Welcome, AJO.
My friend, if were it not for this corona, I could have shaken you to the ground.
I know.
But then again, those are too much portfolio for just.
I know.
Too much portfolio for an individual.
Before we start, why MBUTA? Why MBUTA?
Anciently, it is the best fish that the Chinese have never gotten away to fabricate. They can't just make it in any way. It is the sweetest, the most fleshy food from the lake of Victoria.
Okay.
Yes.
So that is why you chose MBUTA. It is a unique
You
fish.
have MBUTA. There's so much meat for everyone.
Good.
Yeah.
So
I am like Raila.
I know.
I am an institution, my friend.
Nice to have you, my friend. Nice to have you.
Long time, man.
It has been a long time.
Hey.
But I like what you're doing, and so many people appreciate you. So many young people are looking up to you, and that is why I thought of reaching out to you just to see what is it that we can do to the young people. What can we tell them? And before that, I just want to play a game with you.
All right.
Now, in this game,
I don't like games though. But
what you're going to do?
Play this one.
Good.
Yes.
What you're going to do is that you will tell me one word that comes into your mind when I mention mine.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
I was ready last year.
Good. Number one, parent.
Father.
Talent.
Knowledge.
Mathematics.
Life.
I thought you would say Kiboko.
Life, man. Watu wameshindwa hapo, and that is life.
That is life.
Probability ati find the value of x, tumewekwa na vitu mingi hapo sasa.
I know.
But sasa hii ni 1-2-1-2.
1-2.
Survival tactics.
Next, hustling.
Ruto.
Risk.
Management.
Good. Vision.
Future.
And lastly, success.
Individual.
Good. You've done very well. And I will just pick it from the word success. You're talking about individual and take you back to parenting. You and me will agree that the way we were parented or taken care of as children is very different with what is happening today. Yeah? And there are so many ideologies. We were told that, for you to make it in life, you need to go to school and get an A, and you're successful. That was true during our father's time. But things have changed. What is your take on the previous parenting and today's parenting in connection to success?
Without mincing any words, I'll tell you, our fathers, or the people who took care of us as parents, believed in passing exams. You had to pass exams to become who you are. The community was set in a way that people who fail in exams are failures in life, and that is more of an opposite what is happening today, because right now the technology has brought a community of just finding the strengths that somebody holds, an ability to do something, and something that can be unique in another way, something that can put food at the end of the day on your table. Right now, I think times are different, and I would give it so much to the technology.
Sure.
Somebody might not be good in class. Like personally, I was not good in mathematics, but I was good in geography. I was good in agriculture. If had our parents just gotten a way to just empower us those lines, I think our community would be a better place to.
I do agree with you, and coming from the education department, I think it is very much in order that we should always be ready to focus on the strengths of our children, and this is something that we missed. We were pushed to the world to do things that we were not even interested in.
Exactly.
And now you as AJO MBUTA, you've gone through hurdles and different success stories, and of course you're also going for more success in the future. As an individual, what has kept you going? Because it seems like you've broken all the norms of what the community believed in and what your parents believed in, and you've become your own. You've become your own success. What has been the push to take you through all this?
The zeal. It's the struggle, what I have gone through to become who I am today.
Yes.
Is my strength.
Yeah.
I have gone through it all.
Yes.
I have seen it all. I've gone without food. I've had one cloth on me for like over a week, So I've gone through it all.
Yes.
The rest that I have ahead of me doesn't scare me.
So your past has
My
made
past
you who
is my
you are.
strength.
Your past is your strength.
Definitely.
And do you regret anything?
One thing that I regret is just one thing. It's a minor thing though.
Yeah.
I regret that I got into marriage so late.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
To those listening to this, the young people, you are regretting the fact that you got into marriage so late.
Yes.
So you are anticipating to maybe have time to play football, have time to just chat with your sons as brothers.
I look at my friends who have probably bigger kids than mine. They go to watch Arsenal together. I'm not an Arsenal fan though. I'm a Manchester United fan. Yay! So I look at them just bonding with their children,
Yes.
going to places with their children, and it's a nice thing to go with your child. So, well, to me, I think I've lost like about 7 years just wallowing in my asthma of
suffering.
Just wasting time with nonsense.
Sure.
And I just wish somebody got that sense into me early enough. And right now, I would want to advise anybody who is outside there, you're a man, you are above 25 years old.
You're late.
My guy, think about it.
Good.
Think about it.
Good. You get it from someone who has come from very far, and this is the experience. One regret: late marriage. That's very correct. But AJO, you've been an influential young person in the media, and I listen to you and I hear the way you encourage the young people, and I follow you and look at the projects that you're doing with the young people. There is one thing that is still not getting into the young people: the issue of comfort zone. People believe that I went to university, I got my degree, the society owes me, the society needs to give me a job, I got an A. What do you tell this young person who is seated back at home and had very good education and now believes that the society owes them, which was very true a decade or 3 ago, but today, what would you tell that young person?
For computer gurus or other people who have studied computer, there's an input called GIGO, GIGO.
Yes.
Garbage in, garbage out.
Oh,
What
okay.
you give is what you get. So if you think that you've gone through school, you have graduated, now you feel like the society owes you, it's a ping pong game. Let me tell you, you will never win. That kind of game, you will never win. You keep on owing each other. You and the community will keep on playing the same game ever since. Year in, year out, you'll be playing the same game. No answers. It's about time step out of your comfort zone. It is not as whether, when, or who, but it is entirely on you. You need to step outside there. Go get what you want. Put it on your life. Put it in your life. Put it on your table. Eat it. That is how you live a life.
Good.
But this circus of wanting to blame the community for your failures, it has to be on you.
Very powerful. Very powerful. You're getting this. It is not about what you believe. It is not about what you think should happen. It is about your own. Take up responsibility, move on, and do something with your life. I think that is very. But let me take you back now to talent. You are a master of so many things. I can't mention all of them. You play guitar, you sing, and actually, so many people are surprised that you can even speak English, because your Luo is so fluent that nobody believes that AJO MBUTA actually speaks English. So
That's very well.
who is AJO MBUTA? Who are you? Who are you?
AJO MBUTA, like you said in your earlier introduction,
Yes.
you know, you gave me so much portfolio, which, well, now I can gladly just hold it. My name is AJO MBUTA. Probably, for those of you who know me so intense, my other name is Jojo Chen. I am a Christian. I come from Oyugis, from Bay County, and Oyugis is one of the most, the craziest, the talent hub that I've never seen in my life. You know, it has seen so many people come into the limelight. People, you'd be so shocked, from musicians to actors and actresses, people who can draw, you know, music producers and so on and so forth. And so, to me, one of the things is that I am a radio presenter with Ramogi FM, Royal Media Services Limited. I am also a creative personnel at the Royal Media Services Limited. And other than that, I support Rael, and that is another life.
Yes. So AJO MBUTA, apart from all those things that he's talked about, I know he's hiding others, maybe because of the cameras, but today I'll call it as it is. AJO MBUTA is actually a very good musician as well. If you didn't know, he plays guitar. He's a family man. He's married. He has kids. So I hope he's safer that way. So talent, what has talent done to you? Because there is this person watching today that is at home and is being pushed by the parents, you know, I need you to do this, I need an A, I need a B, I need this, but this child is very good in guitar, maybe like you, pianist, violin, drums and everything. What, I don't want you to talk to the child. What do you tell the parents?
I hear talent and I see one word: transformation. Talent can transform you from just a stone to a very big building. A talent can take you from wherever you are, in Pitnyadundu, somewhere in Uriri, somewhere in Kerugoya, somewhere so far off the town, to the limelight of the world. A talent can bring so much peace, so much development to a community. Don't joke with talent. I think this is one of the craziest powerful tools that has really transformed this world. You know, right now people are exercising what we call the stay home. You know, the stay home thing. Everything that people depend on right now, because you can't just sit in the home in your house. You know, people depend on entertainment. Right now, it is the entertainers who are taking care of our welfare in the houses. So where be it people who teach online, be it people who just entertainers online, those kind of whichever genres here, you know, they have really proven to become very important. So talent can really just make you live a life. Look at Nemo, the musician, from just somewhere deep in Bagara to the helms of the world. You know, you can do it. Look at an example is my friend Jalas. I would use myself as an example, coming from UBs to wherever I am right now. Look at people like Owagonyiro, look at Susan Owiyo, you know, look at the Ayub Bogada, the late, you know, and so on and so forth. Look at Oleta, the one who acted Idi Amin Dada, you know.
Great man.
He's always in peace, but look at those kind of people. Look at Lupita Nyong'o, you know,
just
from somewhere in Seme where they are craziest stones to the helms of the world.
No proper
Oscars,
airtime and everything. So there is one thing that AJO has just mentioned, and that to me is a big thing: transformation. Talent can transform you, and please don't confuse transformation and change. We are talking about transformation. Of course, how a maggot becomes a butterfly. That is what we are talking about. Transformation. Change. You know? So let us not confuse these two. He's talking about transformation. He's lived it himself. He's seen his friends do it. You can do it. And if you're a parent out there, please let us help our young people. Let us support them in whatever they're doing and help them be what they need to be. And finally, as we just finished, I know you have other errands to run. I want you just to take us through what it means for you as a parent today that is different from your parent. How do you parent your child today? And what would you do different that was not done to you? Talk to these young parents.
One thing, every parent in the world will want the best for their children. That is a fact, and that is something I'm not willing to compromise on. So number one, you must make sure that your children receive and always sustain the best for them. That is number one. Number two, I was reading something somewhere. One of the most fundamental bases that we need to instill in our children as parents is your faith. It is very important. Some white guy was saying somewhere, if the world was to end today, coronavirus has closed the world, no businesses, no happenings in the world, no churches, no nothing.
Yes.
If churches were never to be opened again, and your faith, what you know in you, which is your faith, is the best that your children were to receive, how big and how best would they become faithful in terms of Christianity and everything else?
Yes.
So it is very important. You must become that shepherd in your house. You must get what you want to receive. You must also provide what you also want to get back. So it is also important that you instill a perfect faith in your children in terms of Christianity. So that is what I try to do for my children. Number three is that I try to give them best security. You have to provide security for your children. Right now the government says put on masks. You have to provide the masks for them. You must teach them to listen to the authority. Very important. You must teach them to become the submissive members of the law. Just adhere to the law. It does not cost you so much. It's just listening and just exercising. It is not so hard to do. And another thing that I would also want to say, that the diet that we take, the food that we take, is a very important thing to the welfare and the well-being of your child. So you must make sure that whatever thing that they consume in terms of food is healthy. Somebody once said that if you don't eat food like medicine today, you will eat medicine. You will eat food like medicine.
Very powerful.
Yes. So you must make sure that your children take the correct diet for their life. Number one, it has never killed anybody to be to just take so much greens and vegetables, non-animal, rather just reduce, just do natural meals. If it is juice, let them make sure that they are taking the correct juice. If it is food, just do a nice portion. You balance it correctly. And one thing that I would also want to add is the kind of peace that you provide even for your wife,
your spouse.
Yes. But they say children are like photocopying machines. What you let them see is what they will do. So you must make sure that you don't fight. Even if you have wrangles with your wife, sometimes it happens.
Fight online.
Yes. If you have that, just go lock yourself in the bedroom. Like a chinyamaji.
Sort it out.
Yeah, sort it out. Chinyamaji. Just do it in a peaceful, amicable way of the children, so that they become responsible citizens of the nation.
I agree. Very powerful words there. Very powerful words there. But we are just about to conclude. As we conclude, remember, children do not do what you tell them to do. Children do what you show them to do. So as you say, show your children what you want them to be. So if you show them violence, you will expect violence. So let us also be the best role models to our children as parents. But before that, talk about friends. How do we make sure that our children are having the right friends? And this is specifically to adolescents. Now we are having the adolescents, the Form 2s and the Form 3s, they are at home and they have phones and they have everything. What can we do now that parents are also working out? What is it that a good parent did that now is not worried about what is happening when he or she leaves their Form 2 or Form 3 at home, or a teenager at home? How do we ensure that these children actually are doing the right thing? They are in the adolescence, a very critical stage, but they are at home, parents are out there hustling. Right now you're here. If you had an adolescent, he or she would be at home. How do we make sure that these children are actually in the right track? And moving forward, we never expected this pandemic. Parents always believe that our children are being taken care of by the teachers, and then when we are at home, we can take care of them. But things have changed. Now the children are at home, parents are hustling outside. So what should we do differently so that next time we are ready for such pandemic, our children can actually be responsible on their own?
Well, one thing you mentioned about friendship.
Yes.
Friends.
Very important.
Everybody has an opportunity to make their own friends. I'm a parent, I make my own friends. When I go to my court, my children, they talk about, they mention people. When they go to school, they mention people, they mention names. They even mention names of teachers,
Yeah.
So it's them to make their own type of, their section of friendship. That is to them. But one thing that I would want to say, as a parent, you have the talent to evaluate. As they grow, your duty is to evaluate because you have seen it all. You've been all through this. You've been here. You were once a child, but now you have the opportunity to become a parent. You'd want to do it differently. One thing that you must do, you must teach your child. You must teach your child how to evaluate. Tell them the kind of friends to make. Just see. It's a small talent parent have. You're able to see the type of friends that they present to you. Tell them, huyu kosawa. Huyu akotabia hivi. So you get to know how to deal with them. And then to come to your last part of the question, I think it is important that in getting ready for another pandemic like this, I thank God for this coronavirus because it has shown us so much. It has shown us that things can just happen. In no minute, life would change. The economies would just close down. No planes would be flying in the world. No in the skies. No ships sailing the oceans. No vehicles moving. No food. No
gatherings.
movement. Yes, no gathering. One great thing is I think I also want to thank Corona because it has taught us the value of friendship. People have taken their friends for granted. Right now you're in your house, nobody to even just meet up with, chit chat with. It has shown us a lot. Number two, we have learned that our lives can really change in no minute. In terms of where we go to, who we see, what we do, the things that we buy. It has just turned out that we buy very useless things that don't matter in our lives.
Things we don't need.
We buy non-essential stuff, which are not even, they don't even hold any basis in our lives. So I think it's about time as parents and as responsible citizens, we get to learn from these small things that we see, and then the compassion, the ability to touch someone's heart. You have money in your account, you can't use it. Just touch somebody with that. You have so many clothes in your closet, you can't even put them on. Just touch someone's heart. It's the talent of sharing. I think Corona has really taught us a lot.
Good.
And after this thing, it will never be business as usual. Just like Mutaika says, if you treat it normally, it will treat you abnormally. From now, it will be very abnormal.
Things are going to be abnormal. That's very true. Things are going to be abnormal. And for adults like us, I think we need to put this into our children and get to know how they will be in the next future. It is always said that if you're going through hell, please don't stop because it will come to an end. Here we are. We are not stopping. We have to go through it very well. As a conclusion part, do you believe in photocopying yourself into your children? Or do you want your children to be better than you?
One thing, for my boys, yes. I want my boys to become me because I know myself. I'm one guy. My parents used to teach us abstain from premarital sex. I'm one guy who tried that. I really tried that.
That's true.
Yes.
But my question is, what if you realize that one of your sons wants to be himself? What would you do as a parent?
Liberty is something that is up for grabs for anyone. If they want to become me, fine. You know, I can't force them.
Yes, yes.
But it is also for him to just choose for himself what they want to become. You know, I am a radio presenter. My boy talks about planes. You know, as tender as 3-4 years old.
He
they
might
talk-
be a
yes.
pilot.
Yeah. They talk about planes, they talk about chopper. Daddy, I've seen a chopper. You know, at that age, he fancies and is fascinated about planes. You know, where I live, from my bedroom window, I'm able to see planes getting into and out of JKIA.
Yes.
So they watch planes a lot. Sometimes he tells me, let's go to the airport, Daddy. You know, he's so passionate about planes. So who am I to deny him such kind of an opportunity? I just present it to him. You know, who knows?
Allow him be what he wants to be.
Who knows? I might be aboard a plane flying to
Yes.
JKL. My son is the one flying, and you know the plane it comes with.
I know.
Daddy, excuse me, my name is Captain Jabari.
Yes.
We'll be taking you. Jango.
What?
Jango. That's my son. Excuse me. Passengers, that's my son. The
Yes.
pilot is my son.
Ujaluo itakuwa. So yes, that is the pride of a parent. So if you are a parent who is instilling or photocopying himself into the child, you can do it only as much. But if your child decides to be who he wants to be, please support and give them the best in what they do.
Exactly.
So one parting shot for the people who are at home about the pandemic as we finish.
A young man outside there, a parent who is outside there, probably you've lost work, you've been sacked, you've been rendered jobless due to this COVID-19. One word, and Swahili puts it correctly: lala na ulale njaa. Step outside there, look for it. That's it.
If you want to fail, sleep. Sleep, buy a big duvet, big mattress, and sleep. That's what he says. Get out there and just go for it. Do it. Don't wait and say, the society has put me into this. It is not the society, it is yourself. Get out there and do what you can. But above all, keep safe, sanitize, and keep social distance. That's all. Thank you very much. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, please do, and expect more of this in the future. Thank you. Cheers.